All right, what up, YouTube? It's the Night Saint here, back with another video, and this video is gonna be about breaking out your own matrix. I think that this is something that I just want to talk about because I seen it on my video list I was just writing down, and I think that people don't like speak about it a lot, and people just always got this idea about escape the matrix, and like I said, it's so out of touch with reality in a way. It's really just it's very diluted, and it just sound like a whole bunch of cliches and just buzzwords being overused, and it's honestly like it's cringy to see. So I just want to put my 2 cents on it, my input on it, but in a more focused way about breaking out your own matrix. I think that in reality, the matrix, or the word matrix, one, I don't like using the word matrix because I think I'm at type person, like I just don't like when words be overused and people just don't know what it means. Like I said, it's very corny to see, it's very corny to hear, and even though it's corny on me, I should say it, but it's just, I don't know, I can't rock with it. I don't know why, but take the matrix. The matrix is just like a complex like concept of like a prison in a way. It's like the firmament. It's like the idea of just a very complex system that's used for imprisonment or whatever its goal is. In many ways, like I said, people be wanting to break out the matrix in, let's say, in the 3D sense, but there's a whole matrix inside your mind that you haven't broken out of. And like I said, the matrix is really just a mindset, and ultimately like what I am equating it to. It's a mindset that you got to break out of to really start to really experience your true freedom. In my mind, I think the highest form of freedom is spiritual freedom. It's because I think spiritually it encompasses everything. It encompasses the physical, it encompasses the mental, the emotional. So yeah, I think that if you can, even financially, like I said, all those things, all the intels, it encompasses all of those. And if you have some type of spiritual freedom, spiritual freedom can allow you to get, I think, financial freedom. It can get you to get physical freedom. It can allow you to get, economic freedom. I already said that's financial. Emotional freedom. It just unbound you from a lot of things that to the real world or the 3D world is very bound, and it's very trapping, and it's very always imprisoning you, But my bad for a little segue, but people are trying to jump past this. It's sort of like when you're trying to get your mind together, it's best to work your body. How people say, like, working out helps people improve their own mental illness or mental health. It's the fact that your body correlates with your mind, or the outer appearance always correlates with what's inside your mind. So you have to start somewhere, and you could start physically, but more than likely you need to get your mindset right. Like I said, if you know the right mindset, like I said, you can really be thinking you're making progress, but you really are just running in place and trying to accomplish something. And that's the place that you at. People are stuck in their own matrices, in their own prisons in their mind, and they wondering why they're not getting anywhere in the outer world, because their true self, and just whatever their true intentions are, whatever their true trauma, whatever it is taking, like I said, it's taking them in prison and just torturing them every night and just every day inside their mind, and they wonder why they have to cell in the same place. Even with me, for the longest time, I would wonder why I'm still in the same spot that I am and why I keep repeating cycles. And it's because I keep, every 2 seconds, whenever I break out my own matrix, it's like the matrix adapt to me. And it's like, it's ultimately just trying to, it's always adapting, it's always ever changing, it's always trying to keep me there and bound to, all these, these petty things. And like I said, at the end of the day, all these petty things don't matter, but ultimately my own matrix is always working against me. It's like the idea, like the soul and that's the ego. It's always a battle going on, and the ego is always going to try to find something to keep the soul from ever expressing itself truly. So, and I think that's one thing that I have to get a greater understanding of, which is negative habits. Just negative habits, self-sabotaging, negative thought patterns, just negative self-talk. All these type of things go into just that ego trying to hold back your soul from ever truly expressing itself and really living out its true like karma in a way. Well, I mean, So yeah, I think that a lot of people get that messed up and just confused with that idea that they always they say you can't travel without traveling within. I think I heard that somewhere. I don't know where I heard it at, but I think it was a quote I heard, and it was very insightful to me, and it just helped me really with just me with focusing more on my internal journey and trying to figure out the solution to my problems and trying to heal trauma that I may have, and and just heal myself. Period. Uh, but it first starts with you, taking action inside your own self and trying to fix and really, figure out what may be wrong or even be causing the problems. I think people, you know, they attract a lot of people attract their suffering. They're unattracted. Well, they attract their suffering and they love their suffering. I think that's one thing I have to understand about people and why you can't help people. And in the same way, people fall in love with their suffering, and until they start to have a true like disdain for them suffering and keep doing, and the negativity they keep, inviting back into their life, they gonna keep doing it until they done. And you can't do anything about it. And I think that's one of the most heartbreaking things about trying to help people is that people can't help themselves unless they want to be helped. So you got to eventually move on. But back to the original point about breaking out your own matrix, that is one of the most challenging things, and it's always something new, and you have to just stay on top of, improving, keeping awareness as well, being brave enough to just face your fears. Because I think that's another thing people, face a lot, even with myself, is that especially early on, fear was something that was embedded in me and was I couldn't distinguish it from, my anxieties or my worries. And if I'm thinking about it, it realistically may not be, nothing different. My anxieties could just be something that I fear. So, and I mean, that's how it was. And until I understand, like I said, we're not gonna really gain anything, and you will stay in the same spot if you have fear, doubt, or just any worry about the future. Like I said, at a certain point in time, you are going to accept the fact that you may have to come across some unpleasurable things, some things that you may not like, but as long as you don't die from it, like I said, it makes you stronger, and you have to keep moving and keep moving forward. And like I said, you can't give up, no matter what. So yeah, breaking out of your own matrix is like really the first step to really, being able to conquer the world. Is that, and I think it's the most important thing that people forget. I think that it's like the idea of like pouring out an empty basket. You can't pour, you can't help, you can't change anything if you can't change yourself first. Like I said, if you don't believe yourself to be able to manifest things, why do you think that you can manifest anything in the outer world? You can't manifest like things in your thoughts and in your mind, and even just in your environment, your immediate environment where you live at. It's very ass backwards, back asswards. So yeah, breaking out of your own matrix is a very important first step into really finding some type of spiritual freedom or just freedom, period. So yeah, if you like the video, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see y'all later. Thank you.